We are going to get our kettlebells on today, so if you can get yourself set up with your mat and one of your weights, we will get started. We're going to do 12 exercises straight through 2 times, and we're going to top and tail kind of the sets throughout it with kettlebell swings. So all the other exercises will vary, but we'll do kettlebell swings 3 times. If it is a case that you are new to the group and you just haven't got your weights yet, grab something that you can use, maybe 2 jam jars or 2 jars of Dolmio or whatever you have. And then for the kettlebell swings, you can do the glute bridge instead of that today. Okay, so I will show that now in the warm-up, and that way then if you don't have the bell for the kettlebell swing, you can go ahead and do that. Or of course you can do a total body extension instead. So you won't be left out just because you don't have a kettlebell. There's always an alternative, and I'll keep throwing them at you as we go ahead. As always, you do your time, your reps, your style, whatever you can do yourselves, that's it, okay? So please don't push yourself. Well, push yourself, but don't push yourself through injury or anything else, okay? So I'll show alternatives as we go. We'll get warmed up now, and then we will get ready to go. Bring it on the toes. So nice and light on the knees, soft knees as you land. Try not to keep the legs too straight. Good. So we're just going to get the heart rate up and get ready to train. Jumping jacks here now. So you're going up with the hands, out with the legs. You can also go here if it's too much impact, or if you have issues with lateral movement, so side to side, go here to a backward step, whatever you're able to do. Good. Let's go forward and back now in our strides. Again, if you don't like the impact of this, continue with the stepping back. So a power step, put some power into that step. Back to jacks. Speed them up. Jog it out. Speed it up. Come on, you can do it. And relax. So, big circles now with the arms. Deep breaths. Change direction. Go back. Good. Arms out in front, to the side. 3 times. Go diagonal now. So we're just going to open up the shoulders and get them all warmed up. Switch sides and ready for the weighted exercises. Good. We're going to bring it down onto the floor. So we're going into a plank position here. Knees in. Let's go 6 each side. 3, 4. You go to your own 6. And down. Stretch it back here. And bring it back up again onto the toes this time. And we're going to put the hands in the air. I want 4 each side of this T-plank position, okay? So center yourself here, widen the feet, and bring it back up. Nice stretch through the shoulders. And a nice twist of the back to get everything moving. So 2 more each side. Don't lean back in the top position. Reach for the ceiling, not back here. Up. 1 more. And make sure those hands are directly below your shoulders to keep them safe. Bring it back up onto the toes. And we will get started with our kettlebell swing. So, I'll show you the kettlebell swing last. If you're not able to do the kettlebell swing, if you're injured, go to the floor here, okay? And you're just going to put your back flat on the floor. Pelvis now is going to go towards the ceiling. So you're going to push it up here, squeeze at the top, and then control it back down as if you're stacking your spine back down onto the floor like pearlies or beads. That's it. Hand down. So that is if you're unable to do any high impact stuff. Otherwise, if you're not able to do the kettlebell swing because you don't have a bell, total body extension. So hands start high, we swing down, we jump. Now you can go on your tiptoes to start. You're just moving, but you're still doing that same movement as we will with the kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing, you're going to pick up the bell, you're going to relax the shoulders down and low. We're going to start to gradually swing, okay? So I find my stance, the bell hits my butt, and I control it on the way up, and I let it swing on the way down, and I push my bum back towards the wall behind me. At the end, I finish. That was quite light for me, so I can just stop, but you make sure that you swing out of it at the end. So we will get ready to go. Sorry, thought I had this set up. And then as we go through each exercise, I'll just demonstrate them as we go. Are you ready? Get that bell between your toes, lift it up. And we're going to start with our swings. Deep breath, plant the feet, let's go. So I'm going to swing it down low, up high. It doesn't go above my nose. Watch here. If I go too high, I'm no longer in control of the bell. I want to stop it at this, just in front of my nose. At the top, I squeeze my butt, and I push my bum back, and allow the bell to hit me on the butt as I go. Keep going. 3, 2, now carefully swing it down and let it stop gradually. Hold on to that weight now. We're going to go into a single arm push press. Now, if your bell is too heavy, you can go here with the 2, just do a basic shoulder press, but I want to go with single arms today. So, I've got my bell here, holding it up. I might regret this in a minute. I'm going to push up through. Let's go. Push up through. So I'm keeping my body nice and solid. I'm using my knees to push myself up through. Watch. Push. Breathe out as you push up, okay? Plant the feet, soften the knees, core is tight, and you're going to make sure that your whole body is nice and stable before you start this movement. 10 seconds to go, because if your body isn't, you're going to be rocking all over the place, and your lower back is going to do way too much work. So, keep it nice and controlled. And last one, time, well done. We're going now to our deadlift. If you have a heavier weight, I did, but someone took it. So I'll go with this. I'm going to stand on either side. Hold on, I'll go back for you. Either side of my bell. I'm going to push my hands. Watch here from the side. I push my hands out and my bum back. Hands go down. And I lift the bell. Shake at the top. Get yourself in position. If you're female. And we're going to go up and down. So watch how I push my butt back. And everything goes up and down basically in line with my knees. Ready? 3, 2, pick up your weight, let's go. Again, if you don't have the weight here, go to the ground and do that glute bridge that I showed you. Because think about it, look, it's the same movement. I push my pelvis forward, I bring it back down. I push my pelvis forward, I bring it back down. So you keep going with whatever you're doing there. You've got 10 seconds to go. You make sure that you're not arching the lower back. None of this. You're not like this. It's a nice strong movement where you push the bum back. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Carefully set that weight down, and we're going to go to the floor or the counter for our push-up. So, hands beside your chest, and you're bringing your chest between your thumbs. 3, 2, let's go. So I'm on my knees here, and everything's coming up and down together. If I'm on my toes, it's the same thing. I'm going up and down in one movement. You keep going. If you are finding that difficult and you're not sure where your head is, go to your worktop or counter, straighten the line here, and you're going up and down so your chest is going towards where your thumbs are. If your chest is going between your hands here, you're wrong. So go to here, okay? You want to get that movement going here. Look at me. It's so easy. Not so easy on the floor. And time, well done. Let's go back to our kettlebell swing. Told you this was fast. Back to our kettlebell swing or our total body extension. 3, 2, let's go. So again, I'm going to get into my swing. Takes 2 or 3 swings to get into the kind of groove of it. If the bell is hitting you on the butt, that means you're doing it right. Don't try and stop it at the bottom. Hold it and kind of let it go at the bottom, but control it then at the top. Ignore me. Just watching the timer for you so I don't completely murder you. 3, 2, and watch. Swing down. Swing out. And stop. Well done. Bring it to the floor. We're going to do a lovely frog sit up. I'm going to move you here so I can see. So, I want you to sit on the floor and put your feet, soles of your feet together, okay? So watch me now. Watch me now. See. Feet are together here. Can you see that? Basic move. My hands are here, my head and shoulders are up. You watch it? Up and down, okay? That's your basic. 3, 2, let's go. So we're up and down. If that's too easy, and you can, without throwing yourself, bring yourself up, nice and controlled down, nice and controlled up. That's too easy. Let's go high with the hands, way up over your head, and bring them to the top of your toes. So you're really working the core, but you're not throwing yourself up. Good, we're nearly there. 5 seconds to go. So again, I've just shown you 3 variations. Last one. I've shown you 3. Pick one. Don't try and follow me. Don't try and do the same one because I'm showing for everybody in the audience. So just make sure you choose which one you're going to do and follow it through. So we're going now into our single arm row. You've done this before. If you haven't, just listen for the cues. I put my foot beside my bell. I'm going to move back so you can see. What's wrong with it? Foot's beside my bell. Big step back. Leaning forward here. Lift the bell. That's my starting point, my end point. I'm going to bring my elbows back towards the wall behind me. Bell to my hip. Back to my starting point and back. 3, 2, let's go. So I'm leaning on that leg. My head's forward. Try not to look down because if you look down, look what happens. You do this. Look up, shoulders back, elbows back. Bell to my hip, not to my side. My hip. It's not coming up and down. If you're going up and down here, stop and go back. Forward and back. And it doesn't fall at the bottom. Watch here. No, keep it at that point. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and set that down. Well done. So, next exercise now is a squat jump. Gotta love a squat jump. We're going to squat, hands in front, and then we're going to jump, hands down and up. Okay? 3, 2, let's go. Up. So, it's not a deep squat. Just laying here. I'm going up and down. If that's difficult, air squat. Just up and down slightly. And then again, open your tiptoes. And eventually, the jump will come quite naturally, okay? Good. Nearly there. 10 seconds to go. You are smashing it. 3, 2, one more, and time. Brilliant. So, we're going now onto the ground, onto your front for a plank and touch. So I want you, are you doing it off your knees or are you doing it off your toes? You call. And when we're in our plank position, we're just going to move the arms forward one at a time on the floor like this. So when you're ready, onto your knees and onto your forearms. If you can go on your toes, go on them. Hold the plank, tuck the hips, and let's go. So my hands are going forward and back. Or I'm going to go to my knees. Slide the hands forward. Try not to move the pelvis. Keep the pelvis facing the ground. If you're rocking too much, widen the knees and the hands or feet a little bit. If it's too much, just hold the plank or go here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. On the toes, we're going to sprint on the spot, just what we did in the warm-up. 3. Okay. I'll give you a second to get up. Right? Run, jog, march, whatever you can do. 3, 2, let's go. Joggy, joggy, jog. So nice and light on the toes. Again, you can go faster if you really want. I'll call the last 10 seconds. If that's too much, step it out. or walk it out. Whatever you need to do, just keep moving. Last 10, let's go. 3, 2, time to the mat. We're going to do a reverse crunch. Now, on our back. Again, I'm going to look like I am all over the place here because I'm going to show you 3 or 4 different versions, okay? Advanced, I'm going to show you first so you can get started. So you're going to bring the knees in and the feet out, or the knees up and the feet low. That's your advanced there, okay? Beginners, come with me. 3, 2, 1. My knees come into my chest, my heels go to the ceiling. In, set, up, set. In, set, up. My hands are by my side, they're not below my bum. If your hands are under your butt, get them out. So you want them at the side here for balance. When that's too easy, try and lower the legs a little bit. Watch here. Now, if your back arches, be careful there because your lower abdomen can pull. If your back arches, your legs are too low, okay? So advance from here, up high, down low, okay? But most of us are going to go here, and that is just as effective. If that's too much, knees in, rock. Knees in, heels. Knees in, heels. 5, 3, 1, and bring it up. Let's finish off the round with our kettlebell swing. See what I did there? Top it and tailed it, and one in the middle for the crack. Total body extension if you don't have a bell. Let's go. So again, I build up to it. I control at the top. Watch how I dip my pelvis, tilt, tilt, tilt. And I squeeze my bum. Bum. Shout bum if you want. Nice deep breath here as well. Control that bell. You're in charge of the bell. The bell is not in charge of you. Nearly there, guys. 3, 2, watch how I swing it out. And I stop it gradually. Grab a drink. Woo. We're going to do that again. Love that workout. Now, so, again, I know it's fast, and I know there's some of you going, what is she doing? She's changing what she's doing. Again, very aware of all the different abilities in the group, very aware that there's some injuries in the group. Want to make sure that you can all feel included. So that's why we kind of show all the different variations of it. If I was doing this workout myself as a workout, not teaching it, I'd be going for whichever one I know I can do. And that's what I would be doing for the full time allocated to the exercise. So you do the same. Once you've got your movement, you ignore what I'm doing and you can just listen for the time and you concentrate on your own movement. As always, if you have any questions about those movements at the end of the class, jot them into the comments and myself or Mr. Rush will come back to you as soon as we can. Mr. Rush. Now, we're going to do that again. Again, kettlebell swing. If you have no kettlebell, substitute it with a jump. You're still doing the same move, okay? And then if you don't have a weight for your deadlift, go to the floor and do your glute bridge, okay? If anybody saw me without the... So, anyway, right. Are we ready to go? Get that kettlebell, get yourself in position. And let's get ready to rumble. So, got the bell. I'm moving my mat. You ready? Are you ready? Get them in position so you get the full time. Don't wait till I start and then think, oh, I'll pick up the bell. I see you. Right, now, let's go. 3, 2, let's go. Pick it up, swing it back. Let it go up, back, and now we're in our full tilt. Tilt the hips. Squeeze the bum. Hips and bum, baby. Let's go. That's it. You're halfway through. Look at you, you're flying. Don't let it go too high. If you're going too high, it means you're losing control. Last 5, 3, 2, and time. Hold on to that bell now. Other arm. Remember? Or single arm. Now, if you're using both arms, that's okay. Just go ahead. I'm going to plant my feet. This is heavy. I don't know why I chose this today. Plant my feet, soften my knees, tuck my core, let's go. So I push up through and I bring it down low, nice and controlled. I'm going to use my knees to propel because it's a little bit heavy for me. Push it up through. It's not too heavy though, I can lift it. I just don't like it. No pain, no gain. But no pain. Pain is bad. I'm joking. Breathe out as you push up. Good. 10 seconds to go. Let's go a few more reps. You can do this. Push it up through. And last time. Breathe. Now hold on to that weight again. We are going straight into our deadlift. Or if you have a heavier weight, which I wish I did, go for it. Deadlift, just for information as well. You need to have a heavier weight. This is not heavy enough for me to deadlift. I can use it for demonstration purposes, but in the gym, I'd be wasting my time with this. So go for what you think. Go for a heavier weight and get that resistance, okay? Put the weight in the middle of your feet. 3, 2, push that bum back. Straighten that head up, shoulders back. And we're going to go low and high. Keep the arms nice and straight. Don't bend your arms, guys. And again, that's the same thing. If you can bend your arms, the weight's too light. You need the resistance. You need the resistance of the weight to keep your back in the correct position. Woo, see, it's not heavy enough for me. 3, 2, and time. And we're going to finish off the finishing part of this with our push-up again. I'll show it from the counter. Get yourself into the position. Knees or toes. Most of us, especially us ladies, knees are fine. We do not need to go to our feet. You're not doing anything extra. Unless you're really, 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 really strong and you know you can. I, most of the time, do my own push-ups off my knees, okay? 3, 2, let's go. So I'm going to show you from the counter, just again for those who are new to the group. Straighten the line. My chest goes towards the line between my thumbs and everything comes up and down in one line. There's no dipping of hips. If you're on the floor, you're halfway through. If you're on the floor, tip the hips up and down. If you're going here and pushing up through, that's not a push-up. You're going to hurt your back, okay? You're better to go low here and up, just small, to get started. And then eventually you'll go to the ground. 3, 2, 1. And you'll be able to get the depth in, okay? Back to your bell, kettlebell swing. Going to fly through it this time. Grab your bell. Ready to go. 3, 2, swing, swing. Let's go. Up we go high. To our nose. Think about your butt. Squeeze. Push the hips. Nice straight back. And let that bell hit your butt on the way through. Good. Once you've got the correct technique here, you can go for days. Core is nice and tight. Everything's engaged here. Everything is working except my back. My back is not working. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and swing it down slow. And stop. Well done. We're going to go to the floor now for our frogger. Let's just sit up with the 2 feet together. Again, our basic is just hands through, and our extended one then is up and down. Position, soles of the feet together, head up, ready, let's go. I'm going to crunch it here. Again, and we see this all the time in the gym, people feel that they need to go to this one. 1, 2. Are you getting a blue peanut badge in the post? You do what you can do. If you're full of energy, go for that one. Okay? I'm going to stick here because this is working me just as hard. My core is doing all the work here. I can do anything with my arms because it's my core that's doing the work. My hands are here to guide me through. My tummy is screaming at me here. 3, 2, and time. And I've done just as much core as if I've been doing the other one. If you're doing the longer extended version here and you're doing it wrong, your back's going to do all the work and your core's not getting a workout. So go with the basics. They're the basis. They're the base exercises for a reason. They work. They don't need the fancy stuff. So single arm row now with the other arm. So again, I'm going to switch sides. My foot is beside the bell. Don't be afraid of a big step. Go back. Lean forward. Get yourself comfortable. And now you're going to go with your row. 3, 2, let's go. So again, I'm low, I'm coming back. Where my hand is here, watch, I pick it up, that's my end point. Back and here, back, here. I don't go to the floor each time. If you go to the floor, watch what happens to the shoulder. You're pulling the shoulder forward out of its socket. You're going to hurt your back. So nice and strong. If you want to challenge yourself here, do it without balancing. As I'm talking again, only if you know you can do it. My arm isn't on my here, isn't on my leg for balance, but I'm still going. Okay? And time. Well done. Down into your plank. Or your plank to touch. I think I'm just going to stick with the plank this time. Again, that's okay. Onto your front, onto your knees. Think about your hips. 3, 2, and I'm here. I'm holding. I tuck. I'm here, look, watch. Tuck, hold. Now, that's my count. If I want to add the touch, I widen my feet. And I'm going to really slowly and carefully add in my touch. But I'm still on my elbows. And I've got my core really tight. Here's your other plank you can go to. But just make sure you're not doing this. Is your butt in the air? Dip the hips. Keep the core tight. Squeeze that core. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Onto your toes. We're going to sprint on the spot. We're nearly done. You can do this, guys. Let's go. Ready? Are you up? 3, 2, let's go. So try not to trip on the bed. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Push it out for the last one here now. Come on, you can do it. Halfway. Speed it up, last 10. Boom, 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 boom. 3, 2, and time. Floor, reverse crunch. Remember, choose your move. Which one are you going for? Are you just going to put the hands by the side, knees in, heels up, knees in, heels up? That's fine. Advance, you're going here, and you're going here. But again, you keep that back flat. 3, 2, let's go. In and up. In, up. Find your own rhythm. If that's too fast, slow it down. Be careful not to go straight out with the legs. You're going to want to build that down, not build it up, if that makes sense. You want to go low, but you don't want to hurt yourself. So it's controlled. Again, it can be here, in and up, in, up. Head and shoulders should be up off the floor, but they can be back if you want. Whatever way you can do it. 3, 2, and I'm going to rock myself back. Going to finish off with the kettlebell swing. Let's go. Let's not stop, okay? Are you ready? Swing it low. Let's go. And we're on. That's it. Last section now. So really push this out. If you're doing the total body extensions, get your rhythm going and really work it now for the last exercise. Boom, boom. We can do this. Come on, we're in this together. We've got this. Keep a good grip of that bell. Squeeze that bum. Control the core. 10 seconds to go. We've got this. Come on. 3, 2, and I'm going to let the bell swing down. Well done. Now, as always, if you want to do that again, press pause, go back, and off you go. If you are going to do a third round, going to time yourself in and around 30 seconds for each exercise, and you're going to split the single arm stuff halfway through, okay? Or just go with a double arm if you can. I don't know why you do that a third time. That's fine. We have sweated. Are you sweating? I am soaking. And I'm only demonstrating. I'm not even fully doing it properly. Like you are. You're doing it properly. So you're going to be sweating as well. I hope you are anyway. I really do after that. grab a drink, catch your breath. March it out now, guys, and just bring the heart rate down a wee bit. Don't stop suddenly. Okay. So, we are done. We're going to bring the heart rate down. If you're one of these people that switches off now and thinks don't need the cool down, please don't do that. You need to, in the same way that you heated up your body and got everything going before you trained, you need to tell your body that it's finished as well. You need to ease it back down. So your heart rate should be well down now. And we're going to just stretch it out. So, plant the feet, soften the knees, tuck the pelvis, hands go out in front, okay? Bring the hands to the side, push the chest forward. Deep breaths now in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Bring those fingertips back towards the wall behind you. And really get that stretch now into those arms. So that'll help now after all the press-ups and plank to touches and the weight moves. Bring it back to the front. I'm going to bring one arm on across to the other shoulder, and I'm going to just pull it back and get a nice deep stretch into my upper back and shoulder blades. Switch sides. Well done. And go back. Push the arms out in front now. Let's go to the ceiling with them. Push up through as tall as you can go. And bring them back down. Shoulder rolls up to the ears and back and low. Really try and get a big movement into those shoulders. If you're like me, you carry all your stress in your shoulders and you sometimes don't realise how tight they are. So one more. And down. Well done. Let's bring it onto our mat, onto our back. And we're going to just bring our two knees together and cuddle them in. Nice and controlled. Hold on to your left, or your right knee, whichever knee you want, really, it doesn't matter. And you're going to put the foot up here by the heel, or if you can, you're going to go low. But again, don't let that back arch. So you go to where you can go. Other side, again, I can go here, push my heel towards the roof, or I can push my heel out towards the door, or here, wherever. But I'm holding this and stretching the hips. Feet down onto the ground, knee and ankle. Push the other knee out and just get a good stretch here. Well done. Reach through for that other leg and just pull it in towards you, and you'll get a nice deep stretch down into the glutes. If you want to extend that further, go to the ceiling and then push the heel. That's it. And we'll switch over. Again, my knee was onto my ankle was onto my knee, and I push the opposite knee. So I'm really getting stretched down through here. Then I'm going to skip through, bring my knee up. So that's extended that stretch a wee bit more. And I want to advance it. I go to the toes, to the ceiling, and then I go heel. So again, about 4 different levels in that stretch. Bring it onto your front or onto your side. And you're going to bring the knee together and the heel to the bum. So if you're on your side, that's okay, just make sure you've got a straight line. Switching sides. And I'm going to put my hands below and go straight back into my child's pose. And I'm going to bring it back up. And we're going to finish off by just sitting back, step back, push my bum back, and I'm going to bring my toe up. And then the other side, I step back, not too big a step. I sit back down onto an imaginary stool behind my butt, and I bring my toe up towards my knee. And well done you. So as always, thank you for joining me. Really enjoyed that. Needed that sweat today. I hope you're feeling okay after it. I hope you feel good. Drink loads of water. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And as always, if you have any questions or any worries or concerns, drop them into the comments or put a post up in the group. Don't be afraid to use the group like that as well, guys. And if you're thinking it and if you're wondering it and if you have a question, there's a good chance there's 5 others in the group who are thinking the same thing but don't want to ask. So always ask the question. There is no such thing as a stupid question, okay? So we can always help if we know that you need advice. I will talk to you very, very